Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Snokus. Today we're going to continue on our European Resolves campaign, 13 Colonies. And a short recap for those that are just joining us or haven't or have forgotten for some other reason. This whole campaign is about playing as England, probably and hopefully forming Great Britain, colonizing the eastern North America, and when we have colonized the historical 13 colonies, we'll declare independence for the colonial nation and thereafter play as the colonial nation, hopefully forming America. And yeah, see where that takes us. And yeah, I don't know why this primary map mode keeps changing to what's it called? Like terrain. It seems to be doing that every time we start the game, but that's fine. We have one leader now. Yep, one leader, probably the one exploring. We found Mexico and some other states. We have... Oh, alright, we're gonna try to convert before we colonize our heartlands there in Eastern America, to make sure to be as historically accurate as possible. We have one colony here being built, 75 settlers per year, and an additional 26% for additional colonists. And this is because we chose, so let's see where we can find that, the native repression policy. Because even though we have to have troops here all the time, it makes sure that it helps increase the settlers every year. So I think it's worth it. I'm gonna start the game here. Start it off at third speed, and yeah. So our long-term goal is to colonize, as I said. In the meanwhile, I want to retake Wales, that we lost in the war against Burgundy and France when they ganked up on us, and Spain refused to join us. Now I kind of hate Spain, or Castile, which is their name right now. Probably gonna be Spain in a little while. We also have a bunch of loans, which we're gonna have to pay off eventually. But that'll happen when it happens. I'm not too worried. We also want to try to develop our technologies a little bit before we declare independence. I think that won't be a problem, since we are a bit away before we can... I mean, we haven't even started to colonize Eastern Europe, so... Okay, so lose aggressiveness in Nicoya. Okay, I'm not really worried about that. Or gain prestige. We're gonna choose the prestige, simply because we have no real interest in Central America at this moment. So yeah, how have your days been? So the reason we can't attack Wales yet is because we have a truce with them. Same with Scotland. When our truce is up with Scotland, we are going to attack them, because our fleet is more than capable to fend off any invasion force from France, so that shouldn't be a worry. And our fleet is quite significant. We have lost a bunch of light ships and transports, but we make up with that. We would make up that with heavy ships instead. So yeah, economy. I kind of touched on that. We aren't doing great. We're paying quite a lot in interest, the same as advisors, maybe even more. Yeah, no, less than we pay on advisors. Our stability cost is full, so we're gonna take the production efficiency. Since we're not looking for any special advisor. Our explorer is done, so let's explore American East Coast. That's perfect. That's where we want to go anyway. So it's possible that we might create a colonial nation in Canada first, simply because we want to make sure, or at least try as best we can to make sure that the 13 colonies are Protestant, since it was, after all, the what are you called, the Puritans, the Pilgrims, that emigrated first. So yeah, our colony is steadily growing, which is nice, and when it's done, we'll move over to probably Stadacona, which is Quebec, I think, modern day Quebec. I might be wrong about that. I think it is, either way. And yeah, unfortunately we don't really have the economy right now to support multiple colonies with only one colonist. But that's something we'll absolutely look into the future, since we're only 2 steps away from another colonist and 1 step away from some additional taxes, which should be good to pay off our debt right now. If I look here, what cost can we cut? We could decrease fleet maintenance. I don't want to do that though, since they're basically our only defense against any invading force. Inflation doesn't really matter yet, at least. Fort maintenance, I've already mothballed every fort. I do want to have a fort in Ireland, and I do want to have one in London. I guess having one in the Marches isn't strictly necessary, but I wanted to have it there anyway, as a precaution, if nothing else. Advisors, I guess we could dump. The thing is, I do want to have every advisor to increase our monarch point gain. It's actually quite essential. And the interest, I mean, we are paying off our loans steadily, slowly but steadily. Yeah, cool. We've discovered the sea off the coast of the East Coast America. So now we're gonna discover the coast and look a little closer at our future home. Our colony is, as I said, steadily growing. Not much to be excited about at the moment. I mean, I guess we could tend our alliances. Spain's doing well, and we're improving with them, which doesn't do much for us, but it keeps us steadily propped up there. Still in civil war. Okay. We're still allied with Burgundy, which I don't know if that's great, but maybe. I mean, if France decides to attack us, I'd rather have both Burgundy and Castile on our side than just Castile, especially considering both of their nations' history in supporting us when we are attacked. Yeah, let's discover the Caribbean a little more. I do believe that when we have founded or gained independence from England, we will want to colonize the Caribbean, or at least Florida, to gain trade power in the Caribbean trade node, so we can steer trade up to Chesapeake Bay. Ah, a little prestige. Doesn't exactly hurt. South America, sure. I guess though Portugal most likely have already discovered that. Holy hell, we have big loans. Oh, but our colony is growing quite quickly. I have it at quite fast speed, since we do want to establish those colonies as soon as possible. Now we should gain a little bit more money. Yeah, that looks much better. What was I thinking about? Oh right, could always do our mission, I guess. That's right. I was looking for the reform desire. I mean, most of the time, the Reformation isn't gonna fire for at least 20 years. Most likely a bit more than that. But it can fire early. Doesn't look like it though, since we aren't even halfway. But I guess we'll reach it eventually. I mean, worst case scenario, I guess we can colonize as Catholics. Okay, so we want to explore places where Portugal hasn't been. So Caribbean Sea is probably promising. We have a truce until 89 and we have one until 87. Okay, so we should possibly invest in some additional boats. Oh, I hadn't noticed that. Of course, I guess we're paying quite a lot in since we're so much over the force limit when it comes to boats. Did they add the auto sell, or am I imagining that? Might be imagining. Okay, I can't be bothered to sell these. Probably got them maybe a 50 gold, but takes too much time. You're gonna continue to protect trade, and our colony is almost done. Now we're good. Yeah, now we're getting money. Good. And with that in mind, we're gonna build a couple of carracks. Early carracks. And we will breach. Okay. Maybe we won't. that timing though. Thank you. That was great. I mean, it's exactly what we needed to fend off France in the future war that's coming up. Cool. Should we send them to... I think we should keep to America at least. Okay, next month our colony is gonna be finished. Now, do we... I guess we... Do we have to call... What? Is this something new? What? Oh! Greenland isn't part of the... what's it called? Colonial Canada anymore. It was before. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna keep colonizing here, since... or I guess that might not be the best idea, since England gets to keep it after we declare independence, but I mean, these promises aren't worth anything really. So yeah, can we actually declare war now? No, in November. Let's let's get ready. We will need a leader, even though we will go over the leader limit. We will also need some cannons, I think. Yeah, looks good. And we won't go over the force limit. Although cannons are quite expensive to maintain, but that's worth it, I think, to be able to faster siege down Lothian and the other forts. I don't know, do they have any more forts? They have Lothian, I know. Seems like the only fort. Okay, maybe it won't be such a big deal then. Well, anyway. Okay, I guess I'll end it there. Thanks for watching. It's been great. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please consider leaving a like or subscribing if you like what I do. It helps a lot. And yeah, thanks. See you next time. Bye.